Yeah, best of luck, Maiar. You will need luck, especially against this monster Barbarian. So here we go. And this is a Breton war.
Ah, Britons.
Yep.
See if Maiar can take advantage of the Shepherd bonus.
Well, I think that, yeah, of course, Shepherd bonus can work, but there is another bonus with the archers, with the fact that archers are trained faster with Breton. So
it also affects the skirmishers, so that should help Maiar with the skirmisher rush.
Exactly. Yeah, it's what I was thinking.
So we got Maiar in the red and Barbarian in blue. Barbarians in two smaller gold piles are very far forward.
Oh,
the main one is nice and safe.
I really don't like his forest, but well.
Right. There's only one real forest at all. So, Maiar has a chance.
Yeah, of course it does have a chance. And as Breton, I'm not sure what is going to be the strategy as Barbarian, but if it goes for pure archers, of course it will be a problem against Maiar. With others civilizations like Spanish or Persian, etc., it can go for scouts, which definitely can be a better choice against Maiar. So I think that Breton is definitely interesting for Maiar in this game.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway, Maiar does have a decent start.
Alright, so Barbarian has a villager mining some gold. Without a mining camp and a barracks going down, we might see a drush.
Oh, okay, interesting. Okay. A bunch of militians and then a transition with archers, I think.
So we'll have to check and see if the drush can hurt Maiar, or if Maiar has enough skirmishers out to beat the militia.
If I'm right, we had already a Maiar versus Promi, and Promi managed to drush Maiar, if I'm right. And we noticed that Maiar tends to be a bit weak against militians. The behavior of villagers is definitely not the best.
Well, we'll see what happens. The militia are almost in Red's town now.
Yep, and of course we've got men-at-arms.
Yep, and the men-at-arms avoid the town center, but haven't killed any villagers yet.
Yeah, it's not turning bad at this point. As soon as Maiar does have a bunch of skirmishers, it might be okay.
Still no villagers down yet, and the men-at-arms are distracted with the skirmishers. But they found the main lumber camp now.
Yeah, one villager left. Okay, so...
Alright. Fend off the men-at-arms, had some idle time, but... I don't even know if a villager died during that fight. Maybe one died.
It's interesting to notice that the first unit trained by Barbarian after the militians are eventually a bunch of skirmishers. So Barbarian took the information about the military composition of Maiar and didn't train some archers first.
But it's outnumbered in Red's town now, and so the next attack is also dead. Barbarian is ahead on villager count, though.
Yep.
You've noticed that Barbarian is heavy on gold mining. looks like he's trying to switch into archers,
Oh,
which won't really be needed
sorry,
in this match.
I just forgot to put capture edge. Thanks for this electricity, for the information. It was useful to spam the Discord. Sorry about this. It might be better now for the viewers. Sorry, Leif. Okay.
Alright, and let's see where Barbarian's archers, they hit the lumber camp. Got some villagers, but now Maiar has the skirmishers to fend them off, but the archers did their job, killed off a couple of villagers.
Yeah, in fact, already 7 more villagers from Barbarian. That's turning a huge difference. At this point, Maiar will need to be aggressive. Oh, and a new bunch of units are coming from Barbarian.
Same direction as well.
Yeah, targeting the lumber camp once again, and Maiar is leaving the town.
That won't be a good idea.
Oh, this escape from Barbarian is not safe. And Barbarian managed to have more units than its opponent, that's why Armelon stays passive.
And Maiar is pretty far away from the castle age, while Barbarian has just reached now.
Yep. And we've got crossbows. And the hit and run is working fine. Barbarian is managing to attack on both sides, on 2 sides.
And Barbarians use his castle age advantage to kill off most of Maiar's military.
Yeah, overall Barbarian did play pretty well. Yeah, at this point Maiar is just outplayed. Almost its whole villagers are idle. We've got 1 ram coming, while Barbarian is coming with 3 TCs.
I think we just saw Barbarian being aggressive from the start with the Dresh. And while he didn't cause damage immediately, he had some idle time and forcing Maiar to be on the defensive. And eventually, those other villagers just started adding up.
Yep, that strategy worked very well. Congratulations Barbarian for this first game.
Yep, GG.
Okay, interesting information from Armelon. It looks like Maiar is very weak against Drashers. So here we go for the next game, which is gonna be a 2v2. So those 2 versions are exactly the same than the one having taken part to the Davis Cup 4. Hello Cheese and Toast, nice to see that you're around. And here we go for the second game. Japanese plus Chinese.
I know that Barbarian has a really good deathmatch strategy, plays it really well, but I don't know if it's for sure the best AI out there for deathmatch.
For this match I heard that Etheod is pretty decent. But I've never tested.
Most of the modern AIs I don't think have been scripted for deathmatch, at least not strongly. We haven't had a deathmatch tournament in a long time, as far as I know. So for the 2v2 we got Chinese and Japanese.
Yep. Asian civilizations for the second game. And okay, at the north of the map we've got the Barbarian, and the south we've got Maiar. It's gonna be Japanese versus Chinese each side. And it looks like Barbarian managed to have the best start as Chinese. It does have already one more villager than the Maiar Chinese.
Yeah, we'll see if that advantage adds up or not. Probably will.
Unfortunately, Yellow did send its whole villagers to the berries because it took too long to gather the ships to the TC. We can expect maybe as Japanese Barbarian attempting a rush once again.
Yeah, that makes sense. Looking at Barbarian, we got blue has some forward gold, which could be pretty vulnerable.
In fact, well, same
for green.
Same for green, yeah. But the Llama camp is in ideal position. But in the early game anyway, I think that the more important resource is probably the wood instead of gold. And I think that Barbarian has what it's needed to relocate the mining camp in a safe place. Oh, we've got Menatam for green. Once again. And the Menatams
they're only they're hitting yellow right as he reaches feudal age. 4 actually.
Yep, pretty bad start for yellow.
So yellow's going to fight the men-at-arms directly with villagers. They'll lose a couple of villagers in the process.
It was risky. I think that it lost like 3 villagers.
Yeah, 2 at minimum.
Yeah, 4 villagers I think, because in fact it didn't lose the explorer, the scout. And green is maintaining the pressure, this time with a bunch of skirmishers.
Luckily for red, it looks like blue didn't go for the rush. And we get to see that red skirmishers are moving forward. They will likely hit blue's mining camp.
So
although they backed up, I'm not sure why.
I think it's regarding the amount of military population of the opponents. Red is eventually reaching the gold of the opponents.
And looks like red's units are losing against blues. Red just didn't have its units clumped up enough. Meanwhile, blue's moving forward with some archers, going toward the backside of red's town.
In fact, it's quite sneaky. And it works pretty well, because each time Maiar is gonna attempt to attack, Barbarian comes from the other side.
got an attack coming from yellow.
Yeah, but at the meanwhile, green is attacking the lumber camp. Yeah, Barbarian is outplaying Maiar.
Got a tower from blue, which is disrupting red's attack. Red had some good numbers though.
Yeah.
I'm starting to kill off some villagers, I think. Maybe. I expected some of those villagers to die, but I haven't seen a lot of them die yet.
Well, Barbarian knows how to use the tower. Just retreating the skirmishers and archers to the tower regularly.
Alright, so red's in Castle Age, and hopefully yellow's not far behind.
Yeah, but blue is coming with a large army and elite skirmishers researched. I like the pass for the blue player.
Passing on the other side of that big long cliff.
Yeah. It was funny.
And found some undefended red villagers in the back. Red has enough skirmishers to defend against blue if it uses them all at once.
Oh, blue is eventually losing the most of its army. And red is fine at this point. It does have 40 units. That's a lot. Now it's all about yellow, its ability to defend against green. But I would say that red is doing a great job this side.
Right. Yellow's still in feudal age.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's after researching castle, but 35 minutes. That's quite low.
Yep, I think it'll go now. Yep. Finally got the resources. Alright. Got a ram coming in from red. Is it going to get that tower? No, it looks like it'll find a different target. Mining camp is probably not the best target, but
Yeah.
at least it's targeting something.
There's gonna be a race
Okay.
between red and green.
Yep. Green is ahead in the race, but red's making some headway.
Oh, nice to see yellow's villagers building a safe TC.
Yes. That'll be very important. Could be a little further away from the edge of the map, but it's always better than no TC at all.
Yeah, and it's even better than what the tribal did in the fall before.
Yeah, just building it at the front of the base.
And green is helping blue in a very good way with a bunch of mangonels. That's exactly what blue is needed at this point.
Alright, red's got a knight coming in to try and clean up the mangonels.
And knights are focusing on the mangonels. That's a good point for red. And red is gonna be 1v2 now. Oh, green in Imperial Age, I didn't notice.
And green attacking red as well with some arbalists.
Yep.
We got a capped ram as well.
So for some reasons green is
Retreating.
Yep. It's not very clear. It's eventually coming back. Okay, it's a shame to see that red is gonna lose castle a bit too early, just when it's researching Imperial Age.
Yeah. And that tower might be in the town center is going to be next, I'm guessing, with the capped rams. And blue's joining the attack as well.
Yeah, with an impressive army composed with elite skirmishers, scorpions, Armelon. Well, I know that Maiar is designed for team games instead of 1v1, 2v2.
So we could see some really close matches, competitive ones, 3v3 and 4v4. You could see Maiar even it up, just like Yggdrasil did in the other set.
Okay.
Alright, that's game 2.
Yeah. Well, it's definitely not a good start for Maiar. And the next one is going to be the 3v3. It's definitely time to wake up. So here we go.
Alright, so we've got Celts, Huns, and Mayans.
Okay. Eventually we've got Huns tonight. And Celt. Two civilizations I really like.
I think Maiar will be happy to have the Huns' pocket.
In fact,
There's a chance it could have been Mayans, and that kind of hurt Maiar in its previous matches where the pocket was Meso-Civs. But Barbarian can be pretty scary with Mayans, so we'll see what happens.
Yep, I wouldn't be surprised to see some pre-marches in Castle Age. But well, regarding the civilization, I think that Maiar can definitely do something great here. As Celt, I think that Maiar is pretty strong too.
So Purple's town is pretty sparse, wood's far away, but otherwise pretty good. Did find the good wood spot, good enough anyway.
Yeah, it's not too bad in fact. I'm just scared of Barbarian as stealth. It's probably gonna go for a Drush once again. And we already know how good the Drush works against Maiar.
Yep. Good thing for yellow is that the lumber camp is in the back right now.
Yep, in fact. Oh wait.
And fairly close to the TC.
And as pockets, we sometimes see Barbarian going for a Drush too. So it definitely can be a double Drush against one Maiar.
It looks like we'll see a Drush from green. Let's see.
Okay, yes.
Seems to be going through red's town, I think. I think I might have seen green flare location next to purple, as if it's going to drush the Maiar pocket against purple.
It looks
but
like
the green militia, finally found the red villagers.
Yep.
And they're retreating for a while to try to isolate the villagers out.
So, it lost one villager. And it's interesting to notice that Askent didn't go for a Drush. Just archers and skirmishers.
Red lost another villager, but it's down to just one militia. And we got skirmishers going out to attack green.
Yeah, well, it's turning not too bad at this point for Maiar.
And then yellow's attacking as well. Looks like they'll find the foragers.
Pretty decent castlage time for kill. Under 16 minutes. It looks like... Oh, it goes for eagles, okay. And eagles flow for Barbarian pockets. It definitely can work, at least against the skirmishers. But care, because we've got already some knights from purple.
So it looks like red might be able to force an attack on the hill against green.
Yeah, it's
that should be good.
Fine. Of course,
the tower is stopping red skirmishers from actually getting the villagers, but
and purple decided to help yellow, considering that blue is closest than green.
Blue is also attacking yellow at home. So we've seen purple being the more aggressive pocket that might go in Maiar's favor here.
In fact,
teal come in to help, but at this point they're weaker than knights.
Yeah, Red Barbarian is booming quite strongly. It does have already 10 more villagers than purple, booming with 3 TCs.
But something we haven't seen so far is Maiar being fully on the aggressive against Barbarian. Last game we saw one side Maiar was aggressive, the other side Barbarian was.
Yep, exactly. Overall, it was just outplayed by Barbarian. But as soon as Maiar
but this game might be
takes
different.
a small advantage, that can be devastating.
Looks like purple's deciding to target teal.
Yeah, red stays very powerless just because of one tower from the green player.
Right.
Oh, look at this blues.
So purple's doing
population.
some nice damage against teal.
Oh, that's great.
Probably
In
close to
fact,
like 10 villagers dead at this point.
yeah. Very good choice from purple, while blue is around 30 population. And for some reason Teal doesn't train any pikemen. It could, of course.
He doesn't have pikeman research, so it's just spearmen at this point. And it looks like teal is making some spearmen now.
Yeah, eventually.
Maybe he'll get pikemen soon, maybe.
Oh,
Okay, so we got purple retreating. We'll see how long that lasts.
yeah.
We've got green in red's town.
Yeah.
Purple, red with some pikemen. We got a yellow ram attacking blue's TC.
Yeah, but TV just coming at time. Oh, we got purple, which is coming with 25 knights. Do we have chain barding? Yeah, we do have chain barding. Okay.
So at this point, either those knights and the rams, they just needed to target the town center now.
And blue couldn't save any villager. It just resigned for having been fully killed.
Alright, so now it's 3v2. Green's defending pretty well with a Scorpion and a Mangonel. Some knights.
Yeah, Green is doing a great job against red. The game is quite close.
But yellow's attacking teal now.
Yeah, pretty solid play by yellow. Esty and Leif Ericson is really strong. Thanks to the...
And purple is going to reach Imperial before teal.
Oh, yep. Yeah, despite the fact that Teal did have good boom in the early castle, but of course the harassment from purple and then from yellow is working very well.
Got green coming to the rescue. Although I noticed that green was marching with its siege weapons, so they were marching pretty slowly.
Yep. The flank helping the pockets. That happens when the game turns badly. And Paladins coming for purple.
Nice.
In 1 minute.
When the flank is actually doing better than the pocket, that's not usually a good sign.
Well, I think that red was helped in this by the heal during the whole game.
Alright, Paladins coming into Green's town.
Yes, that's a lot of Paladins at this time.
And Green doesn't have any pikemen to defend.
It's 42 Paladins.
Yeah, but I think those Paladins are going to stay for the rest of the game.
Yep. Well,
Alright, all the other players are going to Imperial Age.
well, the whole Maiar are in Imperial, of course. Teal is close to green.
getting close to a 3v1 now.
Yep. I don't get why purple is coming back home.
Right, I'm not sure why.
And teal is actually having what it needs to counter yellow. Oh, but yellow does have, I didn't see that it does have heavy scorpions, which is great against infantry.
Yep, especially with the unique tech. Lots of hit points there. Teal does have the Mayan Elite Eagle Warriors.
Yep, but it won't be
So
able
those
to
scorpions
survive from purple at this point.
No, but they will kill off the scorpions, I think. Maybe not.
Okay, so
I guess not.
This is a precious victory for Maiar.
Red coming to attack with the Elite Eagles of its own.
Okay, so well played from the whole by the whole team, the whole Maiar team. In fact, both of the flanks managed to dominate their opponents, and purple just outplayed teal. The early attack in the Castle Age worked pretty well against teal, which lost 10 villagers quite easily, and it couldn't recover from this assault from purple. Having Hans as pocket always help, of course.
And so we'll see what happens in the 4v4. We'll see. Hopefully that kind of plays out similar to how the 3v3 did for Maiar.
Yep. If I'm right, in the final of the Davis Cup 4, after 4 games played between Maiar and Barbarian was dominating 3-1. So let's say that if Maiar wins the 4v4, it's already gonna turn better than in the final of the Davis Cup 4.
Hopefully so. I think we need to do a volume check again.
Okay, let me check. My micro is quiet once again. Come on. Okay, it's at the maximum at this point. Just let me know if it's okay. I think that the micro should be fine now. Okay, I just need like, let's say 2 minutes break. I need another coffee because I'm gonna fall asleep pretty soon. So just...
Is it just about midnight over there?
Yep. It's close to be midnight in fact.
We could have 4 more matches coming.
Yep. And I will first try to improve the sound of my microphone. Okay, is this better now? It might be better, I guess. Armelon says that it's okay. Science Heroes too. So let's say that it's fine. Okay, great. So
Woohoo.
that's perfect. So the score is at this point 2-1 for Barbarian. We're gonna start the 4v4 in 3 minutes. The time may be to once again show the trailer, which cost me hours and hours of work, so
You want to show it off?
better,
It looks
yeah,
pretty cool.
yeah, better to show it several times, of course, to justify the hours spent on this. And then see you in 3 or maybe 5 minutes.
Sounds good.
Okay, guys, we are back for the fourth game of the second semi-final we are following tonight. You're here, Leif?
I am here.
Okay, great. Okay, so let's go.
4v4.
4v4, and we've got an Aztec. We've got an Aztec, a Byzantine, a
Aztec,
Saracen, Turkish.
Yep.
Byzantine is definitely a good civilization for Maiar. Maiar, which is a red player, has Byzantine flank, so it's great for Maiar. And we've got one Aztec pocket.
Yeah, and Turkish pocket's probably a good choice for Maiar, better than the flank position.
In fact, I agree with you. And okay, it's gonna be interesting to compare the strategy of the Aztec, both sides. Both are the pockets, green and yellow.
I think we could see it turning out about the same. The last match we saw, Barbarian as Mayans was a little bit passive. And I think Maiar as Aztecs, he'll probably go for Imperial Elite Eagle Warriors.
Yeah, I think so. It might be the strategy, yep.
But if Aztecs go for a passive Eagle Warriors in Castle Age, Maiar might not be hurt too badly by being passive as well. Notice that purple is pretty far away from teal.
Yeah. Yeah, that can be a problem.
Forest is fairly sparse as well. But at least it's in the back. Teal's a bit more lucky with the forest. Pretty lucky overall, actually.
I was thinking that purple is so far from teal, he could consider he is a pocket, which would be pretty bad for Maiar. But I think it won't be the case, because orange and
purple
yellow
is still
are
closer to
far.
teal than orange is.
Yeah.
Alright, we got a Dresh coming from gray against red.
In fact.
Hasn't found anything to target yet, so that's good for red. I found some foragers.
Yeah, but it will manage to kill at least one villager. So let's say that this dress is already a success. Okay, Grey eventually found the lumberjacks.
Hopefully they can kill off the militia really quickly before another villager is killed. But Barbarian's pretty smart with the micro, singling off the villagers one by one.
Yep, but well.
Skirmishers are...
Yeah, the skirmisher should help, of course.
Yep.
And it's smart to see that Barbarian doesn't research Menatam when it does have only two militians.
Alright, we got red coming to attack against gray. Let's see if gray's tower as much to defend. Red isn't, Maiar isn't doing its usual backup, or now it is.
Well, it's maybe because it does have a huge military advantage.
Right. If it can stay on the other side of the tower and get out of the way, then we could see red really hurt gray.
Yep. Yeah, unfortunately it's hurting nothing. It's just forcing 4 villagers to garrison in the tower. So this is only 4 villagers idle.
We've got teal attacking purple. Purple's got some skirmishers but are outnumbered.
Yeah. Purple has terrible lumber
Now we got
camp.
enough skirmishers to kill off teal.
Right.
And orange is moving out to attack.
That's a lot of skirmishers. Oh, we've got blue already here to help. So, teal just found yellow, which is booming, and I'm pretty sure that Barbarian does have hordes to attack an enemy's pocket booming, so let's see. I think that Maiar will need a bunch of monks to defend. And I'm surprised by the position of the Teal's tower, which is definitely not a bad position. But it's maybe not working as expected against Maiar. Oh.
Alright, orange found teal's lumber camp. Got a couple of villagers there.
Okay, that's a good point. But in the other side it's not only turning great because green is actually hurting red. Okay, green is eventually back.
Red made it to castle age though, so that's good.
And yep, and we go crossbows.
Purple's on the
coming.
way.
Oh, gray! Look at Gray's army, which is coming. Now it's retreating eventually.
Lots of elite skirmishers.
Yeah, that's a lot. Oh, blue is coming once again on purple, which has his lumberjacks so exposed.
Purple has some spearmen to defend, but not enough. Both yellow and green are about to Imperial Age now, so we'll probably start seeing some elite Eagle Warriors on the map.
Yeah.
Orange is attacking teal again.
Okay, so elite skirmishers is researched by yellow. Same for green. And green does have more
Got a
units.
big attack. Got a big attack from red on gray. Unfortunately, it's a whole bunch of crossbowmen against elite skirmishers.
Yeah, this assault from green is gonna work, of course.
Looks like yellow's shifting into Jaguar Warriors, which will be good against green.
In fact, it would be great. Well, teal suffered a lot in this game that blue is around with a lot of camels. Not care because purple bunch of crossbows.
Yellow's trying to help out green, but green always just seems to have more soldiers in red's town.
Yeah, it's surprising because green did manage to train units in Castle Age, which was a great help for Grey, while yellow just boomed with a bunch of monks, but green managed to have a way better early Imperial Age.
So strangely, green seems to be switching into pikemen.
Yep, in fact it's weird, especially, well, in the same way it's weird to see that yellow goes for a bunch of skirmishers.
Teal's placing down a defensive castle. And it will go up, I think, because of blue's attack here. The purple's got a castle going up of its own. Is it going to go up? Yes.
Yep.
And that should be pretty strong against camels because this is still 1.0 C. Got Cavalier from Orange.
Yeah, they are doing a great job, despite the fact that blue does have heavy camels, but not that many anyway. Okay, I think that it's a critical moment because Barbarian looks to be in the best position in this game, but let's see what the pocket Maiar are gonna do right now.
And blue switched into elite Mamelukes. That could be trouble for orange.
Yeah, orange definitely needs something else as Turkish. Well, it does have a bunch of hand cannoners. We can expect Janissaries, I guess.
Yeah, I think that's about the Turks' only response to Mamelukes is Janissaries hand cannoneers. It's kind of hard as Turks to counter.
Yeah. I think that heavy camels can be fine too.
Right.
But it will need a lot. And Barbarian does have a way better trade route than Maiar. The Maiar one is clearly shorter.
Purple's got that lake in the back, which harms the trade route. Even if purple didn't have a market in the corner, it wouldn't be very efficient, unfortunately.
Yep, and teal is eventually recovering fine now with the edge help of the blue player.
Yep.
And yellows for some reasons decided to go for champions.
Must be trying to counter green's Eagle Warriors.
Might be, but I thought that it would go for Jaguars.
But green doesn't really have Eagle Warriors anymore. It's actually just pikemen and Jaguar Warriors.
Yep. Well, I think that step by step Barbarian is taking a clear advantage in this game. I think that Barbarian just plays better as Aztec Pocket than Maiar. Well, nothing good for the Aztec, the yellow player, because Grey is actually having a lot of cataphract. So that's turning pretty hard. Cataphract plus Jaguars. An option would be to go for Arbalest, but it's quite too late, and anyway Aztec going Arbalest is not great.
We're seeing purple trying to penetrate into teal's town, but
Yeah,
not doing a whole lot.
it's trying hard, but the other side is clearly GG.
Yep. Yellow's main TC went down. So the next match would be a 2v2, right?
Yep, 2v2. It's turning critical for Maiar, of course.
Yep.
Barbarian just needs one single victory to be qualified for the final.
Blue's deep into purple's town, and there we go. That's a GG.
Yep. Even Teal was fine at the end of the game. Close to Ilfol, full population, with elite Janissaries, full upgraded. Siege Rams. Well. Well, Armelon, it's not impossible to win 3 games in a row. The next one is gonna be 2v2. Okay, so everything is ready for the next one, 2v2. So here we go. Japanese plus Frankish.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, Franks won't have much of a bonus for skirmishers from Maiar, but Japanese could be fine.
yeah. I think that the position of the allies are really weird.
Yeah, blue and green are very close to each other.
Yeah. Yellow is in the border of the map while the other players are close to the center of the map, making red pretty close to blue.
Yep, so we could see red making a big push against blue. But I think yellow need to do a big push against green in order for green to not be able to help his ally out.
Well, and I think that it's clearly at the advantage of Barbarian, which does have rules to help the other player. So that way, if blue is hurt, it's quite easy to green to come help his ally, just because the distance is really close.
Got a barracks going up for blue. So we could see a Drush as Japanese, makes sense.
Yeah, it already happened in the previous 2v2 if I'm right, or maybe it was a 3v3. And as Frankish, I wouldn't be surprised if it just goes for archers and skirmishers.
Good news for red is that lumber camp is in the back. See what happens when they target these foragers.
Yep, and those are a lot of foragers, I would say.
And I'd agree.
Oh, the scout is green scout is participating to the fight and killed one guy.
That's 3 villagers for red.
Yeah, it's turning a bit too much for red.
Green's joining with militia also.
Oh, yep. The poor red
Turning its
is going to
banners.
have a bad time.
Green found the lumber camp in the back.
Yep, it does have already 2 lumber camps in the other side. Oh, wow, he just... Oh, he didn't save one villager.
Alright, yellow's attacking green now.
Yeah, it will have a great heal, which can help a lot.
Yep, no... Okay, got a tower going up, see if yellow can stop that. It does. Yellow need to do a lot of damage here.
Yeah, definitely. Look at the civilian population of the red player compared to the other ones. It's already 13 villagers missing.
Blue's here to defend. Green's got another tower trying to go up. See, it's a close battle between yellow and blue here trying to defend green.
Yep.
Blue might lose its soldiers, but the green tower went up.
Yeah, he did the job. Green
And
is...
green has a villager lead right now.
Yeah, green is safe now. Okay, red is eventually coming, but let's see what's gonna be the behavior against the blue tower.
And red's just doing the retreat against the tower behavior. And blue's got crossbowmen.
Yep, but blue is losing a bunch of crossbows against yellow's army, which had the benefits of the heal. So at this point red does have a huge military advantage, but it's still in feudal age.
And red is slowly coming back with villagers, not too far behind blue.
Yeah.
So I think the hope here for Maiar is that they can keep being on the aggressive and slowly keep Barbarian from being able to boom up.
Yeah, the problem is blue does have elite skirmishers soon now, and one monument. Oh, and yellow is coming to help blue, attacking red once again.
Yep, hopefully yellow's attack against green will force green to come back. We'll see if red can handle blue on his own.
Yeah, it's interesting to notice that none of the barbarian is going for stable. Okay, one stable eventually for green, which is still in feudal age anyway.
Alright, red's in castle age.
Yep, and red needs some knights, of course.
Green's trying to build a siege workshop in an aggressive spot. That's losing some villagers in the process.
And I'm surprised by yellow's civilian population is better than both of the barbarians. Yellow is doing a great job.
Yep, they'll need to push faster than blue is against red. Red's got a Newtown Center going up. That'll be good.
Anyway, both of the Barbarians are so close with each other, it's so easy to help the early under attack. That makes the game quite hard for Maiar.
Blue's got a Mangonel that's being aggressively prepared.
Yeah, it's...
He just sent in a Knight against it. And that Mangonel's dead now.
Eventually.
It looks like blue is using the ram trick to catch spears from yellow.
I think that it's good for Maiar because it gives the opportunity for red to come back in this game.
It also gives blue and green time to boom though. Because yellow needs to be able to push into green.
Well, overall the Smogonels are doing a great job against Maiar. And blue is researching Imperial Age. And so is yellow. Okay, yellow will need to go for Paladins quite fast. While blue goes for Arbalest. Plus Samurais, of course. We've got a lot of Samurais tonight.
Yes. Japanese being a popular pick tonight.
Yep.
Even though all the AIs are random civ. Green sent in a huge number of villagers to gather gold, but red can't pick them off.
Oh, yep. Nicely cooked.
They're
Right.
gathering from red's main gold.
Well, I think that red won't be able to get that gold anymore anyway. It's actually losing badly against blue.
Lucky for yellow, they haven't found red's market in the back, but it might be a matter of time.
Yep. Okay, Paladins.
Alright, Paladin, yep.
Yep. While green is gonna reach Imperial Age almost at the same time. The timing is pretty important.
Yellow's doing a forward castle. Cancelled though. Green's got monks to try and convert the paladins,
Oh, yep.
and it's been successful.
And oh, look at the samurais which are attacking the... well, close to attack the trade. And one castle left.
It looks like we're seeing green and blue pushed together against yellow.
Yeah, it's almost unstoppable. And red is too far behind.
Yellow's got some hand cannoneers to try and counter the samurai, but they won't counter the cataphracts or the cavaliers. Now green's cavaliers are by yellow's sergeant town center.
Yeah, that's over. Red just resigned. Green does have, well, was gonna have the paladins in few seconds when yellow just decided to resign. So, well, it was unexpected because the score is clearly at the advantage of Barbarian.
Yep, well, good games to Maiar and Barbarian.
Yeah, solid games. Solid games from Barbarian.
Yep. That's the last match for tonight, I think.
Exactly, yep. So we had our 12 games, which was a classic in the previous round. And so it just means that we've got our final, which is going to be Tribal versus Barbarian. It happened before. It was the final of the Davis Cup 3.
Yep, we'll see what Tribal can do.
Yep. The last time Tribal faced Barbarian, it was the semi-final of the Davis Cup 4, and Barbarian won 4-2. Yeah, Armelon, in fact, I better win this one, because you didn't do the job with Maiar. Come on, man. Now I think that Maiar will be punished by Yggdrasil the Thresher in the small final. I would have really preferred to see Barbarian facing Yggdrasil, but I'm scared that Yggdrasil is gonna hit Maiar just because Maiar is probably not able to face a Thresher. I don't know. Okay, so let's just go to update the bracket.